Whenever I see an officer, I always mentally undress them to remind myself that they are human beings underneath. Sometimes that can be a bit annoying. Am I allowed to come? Can I make it?
You're allowed to come. Yeah, come on.
Okay. He says I'm allowed to. He says I'm allowed to. No. There's no need for nothing. I'm just wondering why you're stopping me going over there.
Why is he stopping you from going over there?
I don't know. I don't know, but it's not worth the hassle. Let's go. Come on.
You might not let me out now.
The question is, does anybody know who we owe this money to? Does anybody here know?
We've been asking a lot of people. We asked a lot of police officers up there, the whole row of them. Not a single one of them knew.
That's quite incredible. What are your thoughts about that? It seems a bit strange, doesn't it? Because if you don't know who we owe the money to, then how can you decide whether to pay it back or not, right?
That's it. They're not bothering paying it back at all. But they don't seem to know, and yet they're protecting the people who are protecting the dead. And yet they don't seem to know who we owe it to at all. They're not coming up with a single answer. One person, not a police officer, won't mind it, but one person said the bankers. And I pointed out we just bailed out the bankers, shouldn't they owe us?
Right.
And then they went away. But no one's actually stood up. There must be someone who's about to break our legs standing in the center.
Right, yeah, we want to know who exactly it is that we owe this money to, right? And it's interesting that so few people, including myself, have done enough research to know who we actually owe this money to. Rob, have you done the research?
I've been trying to do research today by asking people in the street if they know. So I figure if they're suffering all these cuts, then they must know who they owe it to. And I've come to the conclusion that it must be some mafia character who's about to break our legs.
Right.
Because they're so scared, they've got to pay it back. They don't even care that they've not seen this person to know who it is. They've got to pay it back and they're willing to suffer cuts on all the services. It's terrible, Danny. It's terrible.
Well, you say it's terrible, but perhaps it's not terrible. Perhaps in the bigger picture of things, we don't know what's coming. Perhaps in the bigger picture of things, the whole system will crumble and we'll find something else. I don't know. What do you think?
I think maybe they owe it to a really nice person who's getting a party ready for us, and he's going to give us all presents and make us feel good and tell us we don't owe them the money anymore.
Yeah, that would be quite interesting, wouldn't it? If one of the top people who own trillions of pounds just realised what he was really up to and said, you know what, I'm stupid, I'm going to die in a few years anyway, I'm just going to share it out with everyone. Maybe the Queen will do that before she dies, I don't know. Are you friendly with her at all? Anybody, any friends of the Queen here? Perhaps you could put in a word for sharing out the trillions of pounds worth of property? I don't know, it's not a bad one. Any friends? No? No, you don't look like it, scruffy lot.
Someone on pass the word though, because she might enjoy it. It might be the nicest thing she's ever done. Imagine if you were that person that the whole country owes money to.
Right.
It might make you feel good to say, oh well, you don't owe it to me anymore.
Yeah.
We don't have to have these bar trees, we don't have to have pets, we can have all the things we need. This guy must be really, in an opportunist position to do this. We wanted to, maybe everyone should encourage whoever that is. You just say, okay, you don't owe it to us anymore.
Yeah, if we could find out who it is. But in the meantime, let's not forget that this is quite a nice way to spend the day, isn't it, really? You know, these people, let's start with teachers, for example, a terribly hard job, looking after 30 children whose parents don't really want to look after them, yeah? And then having to teach them things that are pretty irrelevant to their lives so that they can get a job. So today, the children don't get brainwashed, and the parents, the teachers rather, just have a nice stroll through town. So that's a good thing, isn't it?
And they want to know who's actually responsible for the cutback.
Yeah, you've got to give it to them though, haven't you? Yeah, it's a really fantastic trick to pull off. It's pretty cool, isn't it? The media play with it, everyone plays along with it. Nobody knows who you owe the money to, and instead they have arguments about where it should be cut back. It's a classic hypnotic trick, isn't it?
It's incredible. It's one of the best cons that has ever been perpetrated on the human race. Absolutely incredible. And even when you can see it, you still don't know what to do. Even when you understand it fully, you still don't know what to do. It is very, very clever. My hat's off to them. My hat's off to them. They're really, that is the best con that has ever been perpetrated anywhere, probably in the whole universe. This is a good one. Really a good one.
Steady on. The universe is quite large, apparently. Does anybody know how large it actually is? Very big. We've got a very big from here. Anybody else?
It's twice as big as that.
It's twice as big as very big. Very, very big. The universe. So it might be that a better con was pulled off on a different planet for all we know. But as cons go, it's quite clever, isn't it?
You're saying we might owe the money to a different planet?
Well, some people say they come from a different planet. I don't know about all that. It's a bit too conspiracy theory for me.
That would explain a lot, though, because that's why we've never seen them. They're hiding away somewhere in a hole, collecting all this money from us. And they're going to do something with it. We hope it's a good thing. We hope it's a good thing because we're giving them all our money. We're trusting them with all our money. We're cutting back on everything to pay back this money. I've got a question, and I've been asking this question all day. Why are we paying it back? Why don't we just default on it? Why do we pay this money back to these people? They don't need it. They're multi-billion trillionaires. Why do we pay this money back? Why are we breaking our backs to give money to people who've got more money than sense?
Okay, does anybody know why we are paying this money back? Anybody here know why we're paying it back?
This man here might know.
Apparently we're giving all this money back to get rid of Robbie Williams. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, once again we have another example of someone who's just gone over the edge with the LSD. He will wake up from the trip eventually, I hope.
I have a gentleman here whom I happen to know, but that's beside the point. He knows why we're paying it back.
Okay, great, fantastic.
We're paying it back because there's a new Leotard jet come out. And there's a big, huge 60-foot new vessel, yeah, which is like a James Bond type. It's only £60 million each. So I guess that's why we're paying this money back.
Oh, new toys. They're buying some new toys.
Yeah, the new toy. And you know what? We haven't got no access to them.
Well, that's fair enough. I mean, they've got to get their toys. I mean, I personally drove past here, past Chelsea Barracks, and there were a whole bunch of soldiers there. I thought to myself, what a waste of time when they could be killing people in Iran.
Is it the same people that are putting out the census so they can find us if we haven't paid it back?
Actually, while we're here talking to the census, Mike, don't mind, could I have your name, address, and all your personal details, please?
Yeah, cool.
Yes, thank you very much. You can bend over as well while we're at it. Ladies and gentlemen, he said he did not fill in his census. We have a criminal. Report him to the police immediately.
Oh, no, another one of them.
Apparently there's a bus strikers assembly at Central Hall in Westminster that way.
I got a feeling people were meant to be paying this money back.
Spanish. Oh, Spanish style. Spanish style, apparently. Are there going to be Spanish women there as well? I'm just kidding.
We've got a bunch of officers coming up here. Do you know who owes money? Where is this piece of pay? Because I've got to pay something to give them. No, nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's the same people we asked a minute ago, and they don't know now. They didn't know then, and they're not going to know.